Okay, guys, this is Diana, Lady D. And listen, for those of you who think that I'm falling about my head, no, no, no. Look. It's okay. It's still intact as in one piece. And I'm here to share with you what I've learned over the years and what I know that you're ready for, which is to learn how to leverage your experiences to making the $1 million you've always wanted to make, or to at least hit that financial uh goals that you want for yourself. So I'm here to just talk about what happens in what they call your golden age. I mean, what is the golden age to you? Is this where somebody tells you what you should do, what you shouldn't do? No. So the millionaire after 50 is a launch pad. It's a launch pad into a movement for those of us who know that we still have a lot to give in this life based on what we've learned. We've attained a certain level of maturity and wisdom that cannot be tamed. That's what I'm going to say. It cannot be tamed because we have learned that what we've done, let me just change that. Every day, somebody is Googling something that you already know the answer to. And you are here to show them how to get that answer, but for a price. You're not here to give it to them for free. So let's just say you have a lot of history working. You could have been a custodian in a building. Guess what? Somebody doesn't know how to properly mop a floor. And I know that because of the young folks that, not even young folks all the time, the people that I used to hire to mop the floor, and I look behind them and say, what are all of those streaks in the floor there? Because they don't know how to properly do it. But see, you've learned that. You've matured those skills. So now you can go out and teach someone and let them pay you to show them how to properly mop that floor. So for those people who think that they have the right to tell you, oh, you should go sit down. Maybe you should just babysit while they can go run the streets. Or you shouldn't be doing this. You're too old. You should just be sitting down taking it easy. Let me tell you something. I had to go to church as a kid. And when my brother and I would act up, guess what? My mama would open up her pocketbook and she would just let us peep at that strap inside of there. And then we knew we better go and sit our behinds down somewhere. So that's what you tell those people that's trying to tell you what you should and should not do, and that you should stop chasing dreams because they're out of your reach. Tell them, go sit their behinds down somewhere because they still have to get to where you already are. So that's what this is about. The millionaire after 50 is showing you how you still have it within you. You still have that light, that strength, that wisdom, and that power that comes with experience to now leverage what you have already learned. See, the problem is that when many of us came up, many of our families were not into entrepreneurship. I mean, yes, I know my great uncle, when they had the horse drawn fruit carts, he had one of those that used to ride down the streets of Harlem. I know my best girlfriend father had the TV and radio repair store around the corner. But what happened is that they were not taught how to really leverage their money. They were not taught that financial wealth and how to use OPM, other people's money. So what they did was to learn how to get day by day. And what I'm saying is that now we're here to take and leverage those things and not learn just how to get by day, but how to prosper now because we're at that point. And not to take 20 years to do it. I know I don't want to take 20 years to do it, and I'm not going to take 20 years because I'm already on my way. But what I've decided is that on my way and on this movement, so many people have asked me how I'm doing these things. I decided, you know what? Let me bring some more people along because you know what? It's like a closed fist. If you have your fist closed, nothing goes out, but nothing comes in. So I'm here to share this with you to find out together how we're going to get there. And again, we're going to do this together. So when you hear golden years, tell me, what does that make you think of? What comes to your mind? Does it mean sitting down, getting some cats, just reading some books, watching some kids? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. If you're watching a bunch of cats, it better be because somebody's paying you to watch those cats, okay? Or to walk those dogs. And there's actually good money in that too. That's what you should be doing, not because you don't have anything else to do. Look at people like Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders was over 50 years old when he started KFC. And I bet you there's a lot of you out there that can cook chicken that tastes better than KFC's. Or how about Vera Wang, that fashion designer? Yes, she was in her 40s when she got started, but she didn't get out there and blossom until she was well in her 50s. And there are others that I'm going to be going through as we go through this journey. So, again, don't worry about what it is that you can and cannot do, and you don't think you can commit to different things. Because I know me, like watching Netflix sometimes, especially if it's one of those series, after the third episode, I'm ready to go to something else. But what has been shown is that because we are more mature, and we do stay more focused than the young people. When we set our minds to learn something, we learn it and we learn it well. And now it's for us to implement and act on those things that we've learned. And I see that comment from Margaret. Yes, it may take us a little bit longer, Margaret, but we will get there. I mean, I'm at the point now. I still like to be adventurous, and yes, I actually do still want to go skydiving. But I don't want to take as many car drives as I want to take plane rides. I'm more satisfied now to sit back and be like Miss Daisy and lead the driver to somebody else. So I'd rather take more air flights and take longer air flights. So I'm not talking about just within the continental US. I like to go take more international air flights now. But even if I'm just driving to the next state, or not driving, if I'm going to the next state, I'd rather leave the driving to somebody else so that I can sit back and relax. That's fine. It's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I was telling somebody else, yeah, my knees may be a little stiffer now than they used to be. And I used to run track when I was younger. No, I can't run marathons now, but guess what? I can still manage a business from my couch. And that's because of the invent of the internet. When you do these businesses online, which every single one of us in here can do, people don't know your color, your age, your height, your weight, if the left side of your face droop, if you got one leg, no leg, three legs, you are on an even playing ground. And in terms of that AI, that artificial intelligence, it's here to stay. There's nothing we can do about it. If you use an ATM card, that is um, a form of using AI. Okay. Ray Kroc from McDonald's. He didn't start McDonald's until he was past his 50s. Okay. And guess what? And we all know that a lot of folks can cook hamburgers, but he had a plan and he stuck to that plan and he kept it up. Even like R.H. Macy. R.H. Macy had a hot dog cart on the corner of 34th and 7th Avenue. He sold hot dogs until he reached a point where he bought the store and now he owns the entire block all the way around. So there are a lot of examples out there, and if they can do it, so can you. There's no reason why you can't do it. Yes, you may do it a little slower, but you'll still get there. You can do it. A couple weeks ago, I took part in that line dance, Boots on the Ground. And yeah, I couldn't even put the boots on because those boots was just too tough for me to put on my feet. So I put my sandals on. And maybe I turned a little slow and a little different than the rest of they did. But guess what, baby? When it came to putting that fan, I was right on time. Pop, pop, pop. Okay. And guess what? There was no shame in my game. And there cannot be any in yours. So think about those things maybe you've always wanted to do that you said was on your bucket list. Maybe you wanted to write a scandalous novel. Maybe you wanted to paint. Maybe you wanted to draw. Now's the time to get out there and do it and teach other people how to do the same thing for a price. Stop giving your stuff away. Except to your legacy, your children, you're teaching them also how to build these foundations, how to own their own businesses. Yes, it's okay to work for somebody, but know how to build your own business. And you need to learn how to do these things. I was just thinking, it just crossed my mind too. When you're doing these things like the boots on the ground, stretch a little bit before you start. And also, your grandkids will be less likely to want to roast you on TikTok. That's okay. Just so whatever you do, document it. Document it every step of the way. Because I don't know if you're familiar with the term content creation, but that's what it's all about. And you're going to need that. Now, those of you who stay to the end, I'm going to make available to you my free ebook. And it is the roadmap to wealth. And I want you to look through that ebook, answer the questions. And when you come back next week, please, please, please email me. Put in the comments some of the things that you've done, some of your wins, and what you've decided is your I am. We're going to talk about that more in a later episode as well. Your I am. This is what I am. You have not stopped to exist. And like I said, this is a movement, and this movement is going to be sweeping the country because people are realizing the value in more mature people. And that's why the majority of the income now in the US is held by people over the age of 50. Why not you? Let's get a piece of that pie. They used to have the regular 3 R's in school. No, we are redoing the 3 R's. They are reinvent, reinvigorate, rinse, and repeat. And that's 4. That's 4. Okay? But reinvent, reinvigorate, and repeat. That's what we're doing because it's not over. It's all about rising up like the phoenix, which is my logo, the phoenix that rolls up from the fire. We are rising up now to tell folks no, we are still here. We've weathered life seasons. We've learned this stuff. And guess what? It's now time for us to leverage what we've learned and monetize it. Monetize it, monetize it, monetize it. And teach our little ones that are coming up behind us how to do it as well. So with that, I'm going to sign off, guys. I'm trying to do this every Monday at 7:30 p.m. So just sign in. Hopefully by next Monday, I'll have it up on YouTube, Instagram, Zoom, so forth and so on. And again, it's not how old you are, it's how young and tough your game is. So sign in now, themillionaireafter50.com to get my free ebook. You just have to put in your name, your phone number, and your email so that I can get back to you because guess what? When I start that train, which the course is already written, that train to Millionaireville, you want to be on board. And we're going to be doing it together. We're going to be going station to station to station to make this thing work. Again, I'm going to leave you with one of Grandma's pearls, which is you're not getting older, you're just marinating like fine wine. Peace and love.